Hey, welcome back. Long overdue is the MLM circuit pipe review on the Urban Express. As I mentioned in my earlier video, I could not get the circuit pipe, MLM circuit pipe, to mount to the DR kit. I'm sure I guess I could have made some modifications, but I didn't want to do that, so I had a stock Urban engine, and it mounted up perfectly to the stock Urban engine. And my setup on this, besides the stock cylinder, is of course the MLM pipe, a VM18 carburetor with the 72.5 main jet, and a stock belt. I found a new old stock drive belt for the Urban Express, Mitsubishi drive belt, which you can now get at treatland.tv, and they call it the Urban Express Performance Belt, but it's the same dimensions as the original stock belt. They must have had somebody make a bunch of them for them, which was a great idea. And I was running the BX31 on this bike before, but it kills your acceleration. It gives you top speed in exchange for poor acceleration. So the stock belt with this circuit pipe gives you pretty darn good acceleration. However, it takes away from your top speed. Oh, by the way, if you're running a stock carburetor, you're going to need a bigger main jet, assuming you got a stock cylinder, and basically your only modification is the pipe, and you're probably going to need a low to mid 80s main jet. Your mileage may vary. And this was still a tad bit rich, but I think I didn't want to go to a 70 jet, and I guess it's better be a little rich than a little lean. So I was able to get the pipe to hit right, and it would hit around, I think, 28 miles an hour and get me up to 35.7 miles per hour. So that's not bad, considering the stock belt on a completely stock bike, you'd be lucky to be doing 28. So, that's about 8 miles an hour with the pipe and the stock belt. And we do a little acceleration test here. And I forget what my acceleration test results were on the Noped Showdown video. But little bog there at the beginning, but I timed this in 12.9 seconds, which I believe the Urban Express is now the acceleration king. I'll have to double check that because I wrote down my results from before on that other video, and I don't think anybody got under 13 before, but I'm going on memory and I could be wrong. So the pros of the MLM circuit pipe are, especially with the stock belt, are the acceleration. Top speed's pretty good. The price is definitely right. You get it on sale for right around $100, $105 shipped. Well, I guess if you order $150 worth of parts, you'll get free shipping on it. But anyhow, right around $105, so great price. And it mounts right up perfect to the stock cylinder. And oh, the other bonus is the pipe is so short that you can just pull the spring attached baffle off and get the rear tire off with no problem. So that's kind of a nice little pro about this pipe, whereas with any other pipe you have to take the pipe off to get the rear tire off. And so a little easier access to the rear tire. Plus I also like, the small form factor. Just in general, I think it looks pretty good. The cons are, it's a fairly loud pipe. So, and the other thing I haven't tried with this pipe or its QT50 counterpart is running it without the baffle or the silencer, whatever. And maybe one of these days I'll give that a try. So, you know, not, I guess the cons are just, you know, the fact that it's so loud. It's going to be louder without the baffle as well. But anyways, wanted to get this on video and follow up because I had promised this to the Bone Crusher and some other people, Urban Express riders, who are probably tired of all the QT50 stuff I'm putting up. So here you go, throwing you guys a bone. And at first I didn't like this pipe, but once I got the jetting right, it was very responsive, and I think 36 miles an hour, everything else pretty much stock, is nothing to sneeze at. And then I've got plans to, I wanted to make note of the acceleration and the top speed because I've got plans to modify this a little further and see what happens. Should I tell you what those plans are now? Yeah, why not? You're dying to know, right? I'm dying to tell you. So I had an extra Urban Express rear wheel, and I had bought on eBay some time ago an Urban Express 16-inch front rim. So the other day, I took the rear wheel, took the tire off the tube out, and took all the spokes out, and basically got the rear hub. And I'm going to take the hub and the rim to a bike shop where they have a spoke making machine. I'm going to have them go ahead and make me a wheel, basically a 16-inch rear wheel for the Urban Express. And I'm going to slap it on here, and obviously it's going to hurt acceleration, but we can find out how much. And hopefully it helps top speed. I'd be dying to know what difference we get in top speed with a 16-inch rear wheel. Now, one of the cons will be that rear wheel is going to probably sit on the ground when the center stand is in use because it's just so much taller than the 14-inch standard tire. But wouldn't it be kind of cool to get, might be a lot to ask. There's a calculator online. I had to do that when I get a chance. It might be kind of cool to, you know, get above 40 miles an hour. And so it's real easy to do, especially if there's a bike store that has a spoke making machine. I'm also interested to find out how much they'll charge me to do that. But as some of you may know, I think you can find the front spokes online, but they're usually very expensive. You know, like, I think you need 28 spokes or almost 30 spokes. I'm thinking 80, 90 bucks shipped. So if they can make me a wheel for about 100 bucks, I guess I'm gonna do it no matter what. But and then I forget what I paid for the rim. One other thing you could do is just find a used front wheel and buy that, and then maybe you're able to. I don't even think you can reuse the front spokes with because the rear hub I think is bigger than the front hub, but I'll have to double check that. So anyhow, those are the plans for the future, and hopefully it'll be. I wanted to sand down the hub and paint it up before I take it over to the bike store, so I hope to do that soon and get this accomplished within the next week or two. So stay tuned. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the ride, and we'll be in touch with more Urban Express extravaganzas. Thanks for watching.